Good morning, everyone. Another beautiful but chilly Sunday here. It's a busy Advent weekend. Advent weekend number 2. We just lit the Bethlehem candle in the sanctuary today. But before that, let's do it.
This is that which takes place in between the before and the after. This is the interlude.
Well, Pastor Matt, we are over here at Journey Through Bethlehem. Every 2-year thing. What do they call that? It's not an annual thing, but a biannual maybe?
Yeah, and it's every 2 years because I take a 2-year nap in between both of them.
Because there's so much work. This is the beginning of it. We're over here in the gathering place, and this is where people come and gather before they make this excellent journey through the town of Bethlehem. So I just want to start with these arches, because these are massive arches that are made of this styrofoam. So just a big shout out to Monty Scudder, who builds all this stuff. And our band's over here practicing, so that's the background noise. But
all kinds of things going on campus here. Yeah, we got the band rehearsing in the background. But yeah, we should start with this. All thanks be to God for this amazing production. It takes so many people and so many hands. But to name just a couple of the people who are really stellar at helping with this. Number one, Monty Scudder, as mentioned, is the one who is the creative genius behind our entire set. He is amazing not only with dreaming it up, but executing it as well. And also Amy Tratnek, who is in charge of our costuming. She helps put all the costumes together. She's here at every rehearsal, every show, to make sure all the kids are well taken care of. And here's Jennifer Sheldon. Good morning.
I'm excited to see you all. I just walked through the journey through Bethlehem, and it was quite a journey.
real life testimonial. I love it.
Oh my God, stunning.
Well, thank you, Jennifer. Thank you. We're about to walk through ourselves, so we're going to go through it.
Well, have a wonderful journey.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, let's. So this is where we begin. This is where everybody starts. We've got our cast, a board of cast members. I don't want to leave them out either, but so people can come in here and they can sit down, enjoy some music before they start, and kind of get in the mood of journeying through Bethlehem. So we begin through our opening hallway here.
The wonderful thing about the journey is that the whole thing is led by the local shepherds that live here in Bethlehem. So as soon as you enter in to this town here, a shepherd greets you just as they would back in the day with great hospitality. Make sure that you know where the marketplace is. Make sure that they're going to find you a good place to stay and anything that you might need. So the shepherd guide will meet you, and they're going to direct you down this way through the arches of Bethlehem. And the first place they're going to take you is into the marketplace. Chris, you've been in the marketplace before, right?
Once or twice. The marketplace is kind of where a lot of the magic starts happening, where you really start to see, beginning right with the house of bread. As we know, Bethlehem means house of bread, as we learned today. Bethlehem candle, and we've got all this bread. Do we actually offer bread to the people that walk through? This is an interactive experience.
Yes, we have fresh bread. It's very interactive, and I encourage people when you come, even to listen. There's sounds to hear. There's smells, there's all kinds of interactive experiences. So the first place here is the bakery. And as you mentioned, Bethlehem, literally the word Bethlehem means house of bread. And so the bread of life, Jesus Christ himself, comes out of Bethlehem. And we have a baker that stands here. Her name is Juliet, but she is the baker for the town of Bethlehem. And she's the one that greets you first and offers you some fresh bread.
Yeah, it's awesome. It really is an interactive experience. This really is a time since it's right at the beginning of December, to kind of really prepare as Advent is for Christmas.
That's right. That's right.
So let's keep moving on here.
We'll continue on here.
This is a real life representation of what something might look like, less maybe the styrofoam.
Yes.
You would walk into a marketplace and they would have bread and they would be selling fish and all sorts of good stuff. What else?
And I do appreciate you mentioning that, because several of the elements within the show, we really strive to make it authentic to what Bethlehem was actually like, what it's actually like in the biblical story. So the terms that are used, the layouts and things like that, and all the elements of the show are according to the historical accuracy of the Bible. So we have somebody who sells some fish here. These fish would not be from Bethlehem because they wouldn't have fresh fish in Bethlehem, but these are brought up from northern Israel up in the Galilee area, and they mentioned that in the production here. They bring them down. Over on this side, we have a weaver. Now, a weaver would be very accurate to Bethlehem because Bethlehem is full of sheep. This is where all the sheep come from for Jerusalem, the sacrifices at the temple. Bethlehem has all these shepherds with all these sheep. That's where all the shepherds are in the Christmas story too.
The sheep of the world.
Yeah, the sheep of the world. So we have a great weaver here played by Gina Coletta, and she's amazing, and she shows off her fabrics. And one of my favorite lines from her, Happy sheep make happy fabric.
That's right. Is it Idamean fabric?
Yes.
Okay,
That's right.
Yeah, I thought so.
That's right.
I might have heard that line once or twice. Okay, so we keep venturing through, and it's literally as the shepherd guides, which, by the way, are amazing because they have so many lines to memorize.
Yep.
And it is incredible when they go from place to place to place. They know it. They guide you right through it. It's an amazing experience.
And they're a shepherd guide in two ways. One, in the actual story of Bethlehem, but two, they are actually the shepherds for the audience groups that come through here. They're in charge of guiding the groups through.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Two meaning. What do we have here?
Okay, this is a combo shop with oils and spices and anything you might need. They're proud to show off that they had just had some magi come through town, and they did some trading with the magi, so a lot of fun there. And then, of course, Chris, why don't you show us what this is? I think you're familiar with this.
I'm familiar with this. This was a thing that I really broke in last time. But this is the olive press, the olive mill. So you would have two people here, and they would be grinding this millstone and taking all the little pieces of olive and making them into olive oil.
Yep, and smaller ones could be pushed by hands like this, but of course larger ones where they're doing mass productions, they'd hook it up to a donkey or some kind of other strong animal and make it go around and round, round, crush those olives and bring out that olive oil.
Yeah, the extra virgin olive oil. And again, all made by Styrofoam. This is it looks like it's a piece of stone, but just lightweight stone.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay, so from here we go to we got one more station over here.
We have a woman here played by Jessica, and she is the woman who is out of water and looking to go to the well and invites the audience to come visit the well with her. So you can see her water jar right here, which is quite beautiful jar. And then she's going to lead them outside and into the next room.
Okay, it's a new element for this year.
That's right.
I like that.
Yes.
All right, so we go out, brief step out. And these are our classrooms. So usually we have classrooms, adult ed here and everything else. And it just literally transformed into, as we unlock the door, got to unlock the door to the marketplace and everything else. So here we go. And we walk into our, what room is this?
Brings you to the well over here. And you can see in the production, there's actually a family, a real family. They are actually mother, father, and daughter that are at the well here. And they're getting some water for themselves. But just as they're about to do that, who comes and interrupts? The Roman soldiers and the census official, because they're ready to start the census now.
And the Roman soldiers, they get into this because it's the first time they get to yell at people like adults and whatnot.
Yes.
So it's pretty fun to watch them screaming and yelling at people, but it's part of the experience.
They're young kids, 8 years old, 9 years old, around that range, but they enjoy bossing the grown-ups around.
I've seen a few of them. They really get into it. But again, that was what took place back then. This is all as authentic as possible.
Yes. So everyone's coming into town for a census. The entire Roman world is being counted for tax purposes, for military purposes. And so the groups that come in to visit Bethlehem for Journey Through Bethlehem are no exception. They're going to be included in the census as well. So the guards take over, the census official takes over. But then there's a little twist when they find out about perhaps a new king to be born. Ooh. And everyone gets kind of excited because they think, well, maybe there's a financial bonus in this for me. And so they send them off to King Herod's palace.
Okay, well, let's go.
Yeah,
well, let's do it.
Let's do it. We'll go down to King Herod's palace. King Herod is the king of Judea at the time. He had received his kingship directly from Rome and gives him the power and the authority to rule over this area of Israel at this time. And so we're going to go and visit his palace. The palace is very near the town of Bethlehem in Israel. It's called Herodium, and he had a place there up on top of a large hill, and it is believed that King Herod is actually buried there at Herodium. But this is his throne room where he sits, played by our high school director of youth ministries, Ryan Callahan.
Perfect for the King Herod, by the way.
Yes.
So short of Ben, who was our King Herod for 3 years or whatever.
Yep.
Ryan's perfect fit for this. Now we turned all the lights on, but when you walk through, I mean, it's very dimly lit. It's very key lighting. We just have lights on so y'all can see what's going on here. But
Yeah, Anthony Xavier is incredible. He comes in and he does all of our lighting for us. Not only sets it up, but he helps take it down at the end of the show too. And he is also extremely creative. You can see he doesn't just like put up lights anywhere, but he tries to blend them into the set and everything. And he does it in just a way that when you walk into the room, it makes all the elements of the set really pop.
it's awesome. And this is quite the royal room. I mean, look at this nice fabric on the wall. It's beautiful. Really,
Yep.
the attention to detail is really incredible. So, still time for y'all to come down. There's a show today starting at 2.
2 o'clock today.
Yeah.
2 o'clock to 5 o'clock. You can come to any time between those times, and you come on down. It only takes about 20 minutes to go through the experience.
All right, let's keep going. Now,
Okay.
This our last room is we're going to go into Shepherd's Field, I believe.
Yeah, Herod gets angry and he sends the people out of there because
Okay.
he hears that there's a new king, and he says, well, I'm the only king here. We have our Bible that people pass by, reminding us that this entire story comes straight out of the biblical scriptures. Luke chapter 2 is where this Christmas story comes from. And so we enter into the shepherd's field. Right now we have all the full lights on. We're actually in the fellowship hall of our church. But in the experience here,
It's gonna
very
be dark.
different lighting. It's dark, and we have these candles lit. You can see the candles that are on the ground there here. It's the most amazing experience. It's just a beautiful setting. And the reason that I say that is not necessarily because of the lights and the set, but because of who is standing here. It is the angels out in the shepherd's field.
So this is just literally retelling the Christmas story from the moment you walk in till the time you get here.
That's right. So we have our angels here. There's a number of them, and they are just beautiful. And we have female and male angels, all young children who are part of this experience. You enter into this room. I don't want to give too much away because you need to come down here this afternoon between 2 and 5 and experience this for yourselves. There's no words that can really express this, but just to kind of show you what you can kind of expect. The angels are here, and they're in their angel costumes. They're beautiful, and they all have their candles. And you come in, and there's just a moment of silence for a little bit, so everyone can kind of just take in that experience.
Oh, I love that. Really, so you can really feel it and grasp the whole situation because it's a big room and there's a lot to take in here.
Yes, there's a lot to take in. And then the angels are going to announce the good news as they do from Luke chapter 2. One of the angels stands up and proclaims, "Do not be afraid. This is all good news," which is taking place in contrast to what we just experienced out of King Herod's room, where he gets very angry with us and yells at us. And the angel tells us good news. This Christ child is being born to us. So you can see in the background here, we have a cave. And it is believed that Jesus was born inside of a cave. If you go to Bethlehem in Israel, there's a lot of caves where the shepherds would be. They would keep the animals down below. The people, the families would stay up on top, so you could see some of their housing up on top. And in the Christmas story, when it says there's no room in the inn, it's referring to these houses up on top. There's no room in the inn, so they had to go down and be with the animals. So we can expect that inside the cave here, something very special is happening.
Okay, well, it's good. I mean, it's literally just we're taking the Bible and recreating the entire thing. It's amazing.
It is beautiful. It's
It
beautiful.
really is a beautiful thing. So we're going to go through the cave, and and I really like that you point that out because I don't really think people have this vision that there's they're all kind of people all live in these caves and whatnot. But this is a nice representation that below are the animals. People used to live on top, so
Yes.
it's a good visual for people to kind of
Yes.
gather. Our last room here is our real life nativity.
Real life nativity. We have Joseph, we have Mary, and this year, something I have long dreamed of, for the very first year, we have a live baby Jesus.
Oh, awesome!
Played by baby Remy. She is absolutely incredible, and she has been on her best behavior
So,
for all the performances so
Just
far.
like the song "No Crying."
Yes.
he makes.
Oh, yeah, it's been incredible. So I don't want to say any more unless something different happens today for this show today. But baby Remy is absolutely incredible. And so the Holy Family, Mary, Joseph, and baby Jesus, are right here. And the audience is welcomed into the cave room of Jesus Christ himself. And the angels join into this room as well. And they conclude the whole thing with another beautiful song, "Away in a Manger."
What a great experience to finish the entire thing off with is sitting here and enjoying that. It must be a really nice moment. I look forward. I'm going to come by this afternoon and do it myself. Yeah, what a great experience. And you got some music going on here, stuff. So
Yep. full of song, all kinds of different interactive experiences.
Perfect. Well, I do encourage all of you to come down. If you haven't been through it before, it gets better every single year. So come down 2 to 5. You will not you'll not regret it. You really won't. It'll be a nice time to start your Christmas time off and our Advent time off. So we encourage you to come down. With that, Pastor Matt, great job. Really.
Thank you, Chris. God bless you.
I know it's a lot of hard work, and I know you won't say anything, but good job.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
With that, everybody, God bless you, and we will see you next time on the Interlude. Have a great day.